they kind of think something weird happened and it's some kind of drill. And Martin Sheen's there to watch how they react to all this weirdness going on.
The Grindhouse Podcast. We're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Grindhouse Podcast. I am your host, Cheese Film, and joined with me today is the main man from outer space, Hecubus, and our AI programming, Mr. Randy Official, is manning the cameras.
What's up?
I think our main man, Randy Official, should say the title of the movie we're doing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It is the final countdown.
That's not what I thought he was going to do.
Is that the song?
Yeah, because he used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's the final countdown.
A song that I was anticipating hearing. In this
Really?
movie. Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is way before that song.
Well, I didn't even think about it. I was
That's
like, oh,
hilarious.
so like kind of like Eye of the Tiger, they wrote this for this movie. No.
Oh, just as a side, I just found this out. Queen was going to do the song for Rocky 3.
Uh-huh.
And I think they were going to use Another One Bites the Dust or something. And then they pulled out at the last minute. And Sylvester Stallone really likes Survivor. So he's like, hey, can you guys do a song for us? But it's got to be this tempo because they already matched it with the movie. So that's why that song sounds like that and why they're the ones that do it.
So they did 3 songs for that movie.
Yeah.
That they let them choose from. They did a song that Survivor really liked and hoped they'd pick. A good runner-up and a song they didn't really like and didn't think they would do it to make the first one look better. The one they didn't really like was Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, really?
What they ended up going with.
I don't really like it either.
Well, they're like, it's
I'm done with that song.
a terrible song. You know, they won't pick it. It's stupid. The lyrics mean nothing. It's not even that catchy. And it's the one they ended up going with.
That's
And I think
hilarious.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But no, this final countdown is a sci-fi movie. I did not get a lot of the information for this. Do you know when it came out?
1980.
1980.
Yes. And either me or like us or like way back in the day, there was, if you had cable, there was one cable and then they just scrambled the picture, but you could still hear stuff and see it a little bit. This was on Showtime when it came out, so they play the trailer as the commercial for it. Man, it's a cool trailer. Used to love it, and they keep showing the storm part and everything.
Yeah.
So when I finally did get to see it, I don't know if we saw it on Showtime or if we ended up renting it, but yeah, it was a great movie.
I've got some thoughts on this movie. We kind of question because this is a recommendation from one of our longtime fans, but she infamously hates time travel.
She hates sci-fi.
And hates sci-fi. Doesn't really like anything. And I was watching this movie, and
She doesn't mind Terminator and mostly Terminator 2. But once you start talking about the time travel stuff, man, she's just gone. She hates it.
Well, that's probably why she likes Terminator 2 is because it's not
as
a
big
time
thing.
travel movie.
Yeah.
It just gets zapped back, and now it's an action movie.
Right.
Which is kind of like what this is. Like, I wouldn't say this is a time travel movie.
No, but it is important to the whole story.
Yeah, no, it's the catalyst of
Everything
that's going on. But even then, like
there's the storm. It looks awesome. I love it.
I really like when it goes silhouette.
Yeah,
And you got
love
the
that
ship.
part.
Yeah, it's
and
really
the guys are crouching, holding their
pain.
ears. Yeah.
And the radar or satellite dish stops.
Yeah.
It's like an EMP they're going through.
Very cool.
I thought
All right.
this was more like a temporal shift, though. Like,
Okay, hang on. Let me do this part real quick, and then we'll get into that. So Don Taylor directed this.
Uh-huh.
He was an actor. He was in all kinds of stuff, like in the 50s. For example, Stalag 17 and the original Father of the Bride. Stalag 17 is a really good movie. You should check it out.
Okay.
It's got William Holden in it. But he also directed in the 70s The Island of Dr. Moreau. I've never seen his version of it.
You've only seen the Brando one?
I have not seen that one yet. I watched more documentaries about how that's such a shit show than actually
seeing
watching
the movie?
it. Yeah. Damien, the Omen Part 2, he directed.
Oh, cool.
Which was awesome, especially
Yeah.
when I was a kid. And this, The Final Countdown. Screenplay by David Ambrose, Jerry Davis, and Thomas Hunter. The story by Thomas Hunter and Peter Powell. And one of the producers is Lloyd Kaufman. Does that mean anything to you?
So it does because is it his son or cousin who's in this movie?
Lloyd Kaufman's?
Yeah.
Maybe one of them.
Or maybe it's a different producer. Because I watched the commentary on this with the cameraman, director of photography, Victor Kemper, and he brought up, it might not have been him, but one of the producers, his kid is in this movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Who was in other military movies. And because they're not very military as the crew, he was like, well, this isn't really as much as up to what he's already done. So he was just he was too comfortable with this. But go on with...
No, Lloyd Kaufman is one of the founders of Troma Pictures that make
really?
like all those crazy 90s horror movies and The Toxic Avenger, most notably The Toxic Avenger, but like Class of Nukem High and Class of 1984, all that kind of stuff. He was the producer for. And like B movies, like schlock.
like the movie schlock or
No,
actual
he didn't do
schlocks?
schlock. Actual schlock movies, and with like all due respect and admiration for schlock. It stars Kirk Douglas.
Yes.
Huge. He's the captain of the ship. 20,000 Leagues
skipper.
Under the Sea, Spartacus, Paths of Glory.
Big name.
Yeah,
And also Martin Sheen.
Who's in Apocalypse Now, Wall Street, that kind of stuff. Everybody knows who Martin Sheen is.
Yeah.
Catherine Ross, that's the woman in this, and I didn't know that was her name, but she was the co-starred with Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate,
Oh, yeah.
and she's in Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, The Stepford Wives, which is a pretty cool sci-fi kind of movie. Plus Ron O'Neill, which I didn't know that was his name. I don't know if I got a picture of him, Tom. He's the black guy. You would see him all over the place, but he's in like Superfly and stuff like that. Red Dawn. And Charles Durning, he plays the senator, and he's in a ton of stuff too.
See the detective from Heat or Dog Day Afternoon?
Yeah, right. Dog Day Afternoon. Yeah, he's in Dog Day
He gets to
Afternoon.
yell at Al Pacino.
And okay, so this lots of times when they use military stuff, it's just stock footage. But the U.S. Navy was heavily involved in this,
Yeah.
and let them use the real Nimitz and all that stuff. Everything is real, shot for this movie,
Yes.
except for the accident. That was a real accident that they happened to be there to shoot when that plane comes in. That's all. They're like, you can shoot it, just get the hell out of the way, because they are mean business. They're not joking around. The budget was $12 million, made $16 million. Not a hit or anything.
Not a hit.
It is a cult classic.
It slid under the radar and,
Yeah.
and got a large following in the aftermarket, home video, and
right.
all that stuff, which is going away, unfortunately. And
Yeah, it
maybe
really
making a
is.
resurgence. There's a lot of people
Yeah, records
pushing for
are,
it.
so
Yeah.
you could probably keep your
Hold out
DVD
for
player.
So what's really cool about a lot of this is that a lot of it is shot out at sea, but they only shot 8 days out at sea.
Yeah, all the exteriors were shot at sea. The interiors were shot in dry dock.
Yes, and you see the planes leaving and coming back,
All
and
the
they were
time.
leaving and coming back all day, every
For
day
real.
while they were out there.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like a glamour shot movie to me. Like it wasn't
didn't
like
think so.
they just shot a whole bunch of B footage.
Yeah.
And now we're watching it as somebody monologues or intercuts here and there.
Right.
It does all feel like there's a cohesive reason why you're seeing the planes leave or why they're refueling up in the air.
Right. Actually, the refueling in the air, I was like, I think they're showing off.
You think so?
Because they mentioned that they're going to refuel in the air. But the guy didn't have to be up there that long, is my point. For the story, they made him stay out too long so that they would have to refuel, because it's impressive as hell.
Yeah. I mean, well, so
It looks
It's hard
awesome.
to do. You learn.
They
I learned
capture-
about it. like not easy. And
Yeah.
if you mess it up, you got to restart completely. You're in the air.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff. So anything that's like ground to air was all second unit. Anything from
Yeah,
air to
right.
ground, that was all second unit. So he didn't really manage a lot of that. But he did say that they did put cameras in the cockpits
Yep.
and on both wings whenever there was anything out there. So those aren't miniatures. Those aren't
No.
toys. All of this
The-
is real.
The Zeros are
Airplanes.
replicas, but they are real airplanes. They're not from
Zeros?
World War II.
Those, yeah.
They're they don't even. If you've never seen this movie, hang on. But yeah, they're replicas. They didn't use it. And at one point, an F-14 like zooms past one of the Zeros, and the guy's cockpit flew open, and his headset came off, so
Oh
they
my
couldn't
God.
communicate with him or anything, and it was a big problem.
Well, that happened quite a bit. That
Yeah.
very opening shot, on that note, where you've got the turbine,
Yeah.
close up on the turbine. The first time they did that, they even had the military guys come out and give him a safe spot to film from,
Right.
and it blew that guy and
Blew
the
him
camera
away, yeah.
threw him like tumbleweed. They said, and that happened a couple times. It happened once on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I have it written down here, but there's a moment in the movie where one of those planes, it's like a hurry rush and goes.
Yeah.
She's like, if they had a low shot of it, and like the second, like this fire came out and everything, it all went overboard. And they got nets over there, but
Yeah.
like
It flew off the.
you think it's a fighter jet, like
Yeah.
it's not as big as a airplane or anything like that, a jumbo jet, so like it ain't gonna push you back. You've seen the people trying to hold on to the fence
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
airplane goes past.
Right.
They got powerful engines,
Yeah.
man. They're-
And they don't have a huge runway. They got to
Ooh,
go
they gotta
get to
fast.
speed before they fall off of it.
And they got to
And they
slow
do is
down.
fall off and start flying.
Yeah, if they miss,
Yeah.
you've got to be able to pull. It's insane how technical
Yeah,
that is.
it is. One other thing, too, they used this as a recruitment tool until Top Gun came out. Like,
Top Gun
8
was
years
one
later.
of the. Was it you who said this? It's either was it made by the military or is it conspiracy?
Oh, that's
That
conspiracy stuff.
the-
It wasn't made by it.
they made Top Gun to get people to enlist into the.
They did use
And
Top
they
Gun
did.
to enlist in it, but they didn't. It wasn't made for that reason. Then Top Gun Maverick did the same thing. A lot of people enlisted after seeing that.
Right after doing
Yeah.
And this stuff, like when they were filming out in open seas there, all night long they'd be doing these drills
Yeah.
too. In absolute darkness, you can't see anything, and they would still they were absolutely jaw dropped
Yeah.
watching these jets come in and land
Yeah.
almost every time.
Which is pretty ironic too, because the story
Yeah.
of the movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because do you have that up there? All right, so we can talk about that now. There's in Hawaii,
Yeah.
the USS Nimitz is that's where they're out of, Hawaii.
And this is the real USS Nimitz.
Yeah, the real
too.
USS Nimitz, right? And they show like the Arizona and stuff on purpose, obviously, the memorial. So they've got maneuvers to do out in the Pacific, and they go out in the Pacific, and then this weird storm happens
Huge
that
vortex of
vortex of
swirling
lasers
lightning
and smoke, like
Yeah.
a Pink Floyd concert.
Yeah. You gotta throw a picture of that up there.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
This looks like a magic card.
That might be
So-
inspired by it.
And that's not even doing it justice. Or at least, I don't know. How did you watch this movie?
I think it was on HBO or whatever.
Because I didn't mean to, but this is a 4K
I see it's a
version of this. And it was beautiful. Like the colors were so rich. Like this kind of feels a little.
It does look a little washed out, but
out.
if you stream it, it's probably the
as
same.
drastic. Like it
quality.
was, like when I say it was like the first time it shows up, and you've got that silhouette and that deep, almost universe colored blue,
Yeah.
and the swirl.
Yeah, like those guys right there ducking
Yeah.
down, all that. It's probably 3 minutes, maybe 2. It's not very long, but it's you get the point.
Oh yeah,
Very good. So whoever you said the director of photography,
Victor Kemper.
he did a good job on this
Great job.
movie.
And, well, actually, I think all that was shot in London.
Oh,
He
really?
didn't even do that.
Huh.
So he was over your principal photography and doing all that. Everything about this movie was very, like there was no time for any mess up.
Yeah.
There was no time.
Yeah,
for
that's
any
a Don
second-
Taylor kind of thing too.
And even just working with the military.
Yeah, right.
Well, and we can get to
Yeah.
that later on, but like they had a schedule, and if they didn't stick to that schedule, they were off the boat.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But go ahead with the story.
Okay, so this weird storm comes from out of nowhere, and everybody. The storm dissipates. Everybody comes back to like reality, and they're like they try to start. There's weird stuff. Okay, hang on. At the beginning of the movie, Martin Sheen is going to be on the boat. He's going to be he's a efficiency guy,
Yeah.
and a limo comes up, and that's his boss, but who he's never seen. So Martin Sheen gets on the boat. And nobody on the Navy wants him there, but you could tell they don't want him there, and they're like, "Well, you can have this room, and whatever you want, blah blah blah. We'll do it." They're being cordial to him, and he's going to be. He kind of shares a space with the guy who's in charge of all the planes, who's also writing a book about World War II.
Yeah.
And Pearl Harbor. So they go out on their maneuvers. The storm happens, and they get back, and all the radio stuff is like from the 1930s, like Amos and Andy and Jack Benny and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they're like, "What the hell's going on?" They send out a radar plane, an AWAC, to go see what's what, because that's what they do, literally.
That's the next course of action.
Right. And so they comes back, and they're like, it seems like they are back in time. None of them believe it. That can't happen. They're very practical people. Mm-hmm. So also out in just pleasure boating around is a senator and his assistant and another guy.
Did you happen to see the name of the boat that he's on?
No, I didn't.
It's the Gatsby.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the Gatsby. So all this evidence is showing that that's Charles Durning. So if you didn't know his name, I know you knew his face.
Yeah.
They kind of think something weird happened, and it's some kind of drill. And Martin Sheen's there to watch how they react to all this weirdness going on. Well, what happened was they went back in time. It was some kind of weird temporal storm.
Yeah.
They went back in time to like the day before the attack on Pearl Harbor. And when they're flying around doing their recon stuff, they see the Japanese fleet coming. And that the Arizona, because the memorial is right where it sank, because it was a sneak attack surprise. And they end up, they go to see that boat, and they're like, there's these people. And those people are like, what the hell is that? Because these F-14s go over. And then these Zeros come back and
I like
kill
how
them.
they're like, we got two pristine Zeros.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like brand new. They don't know, because they don't know what they're looking at.
Right.
I think that was a cool little detail.
That was a cool deal. And they say the name of the plane. And all these guys are going to know all this stuff because they're into it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just their job to know.
Right.
And
So that senator died the day before Pearl Harbor. He came up missing forever. And the Japanese Zeros come around, and because it's supposed to be a surprise attack, they try to eliminate them. Well, that would have been what happened in our reality, but they get saved by the guys from the Nimitz, which like they have never seen a helicopter before. He's like, what the hell kind of thing is this? And now they're on the aircraft carrier, and he's all bent out of shape. The senator is, because how did Senator Nimitz get a boat
aircraft carrier? Yeah.
named after him already because he's still alive. It's all that kind of stuff is really cool. Where they go with these people. We know what happens, and you don't. And but why is this happening? Because it can't have happened already. And the wonder of because they're on a floating airport.
Yeah.
And that they did not have anything like that, or they didn't have jet engines back then. None of this. So they're all flabbergasted by it. And Martin Sheen and Kirk Douglas and I forgot his name. The head of the airplane guys are like, well, what do we do? We're here now. They're convinced they've gone back in time. The Japanese fleet's coming. Their boat could decimate their entire fleet. They could win World War II that day.
And
they're like, well, what do we do?
Sub.
Yeah, it's nuclear powered. It's going to go forever.
Yeah.
They don't even need as many bullets as they have because...
a nuclear sub. It's an aircraft carrier.
I mean, aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
When I said that guy's cockpit flew open, that was a real... They could have just flown by the planes and taken them out with their jet engines.
Just by moving close to
Just by going by them, yeah. Because it almost happened. They almost crashed. And they're like, well, what do we do? Do we alter the course of history forever?
Ever.
Or do we let all these people die? And they go back and forth with that. Well, Kirk Douglas decides, you know what? I'm the captain of the United States Nimitz. Mm-hmm. This is my job. We're going to take them out. So they're going to prevent World War or Pearl Harbor from even happening. And they're getting ready to do it. And then the storm comes back and they're back in our time.
Out.
Yeah. So then Martin Sheen gets off the aircraft carrier and he's going to give a report. And now he finally gets to meet his boss. Oh, I didn't say that part. So the senator, I'm sorry, guys. The senator and his assistant are supposed to be dead. The Zeros are supposed to have taken them out.
Yeah.
So they're going to dump them on an island and just leave them there because they're not supposed to exist after that day.
Right.
And
the senator don't like that idea.
No, he didn't like that idea. But how does he die?
Well, he gets a flare gun.
Yeah.
He steals a flare gun. He tries to hijack the
helicopter, right? Yeah.
But he knocks out one of the guys, takes the pilot hostage. So there's 4 army dudes in the helicopter.
Yeah.
Your pilot, your co-pilot, and then 2 guys
Navy.
I don't know what
Navy dudes.
And the Navy dudes. And 2 guys I don't know what their job title was.
Nah.
But he takes out one of the extras. The other extra is not going to risk anything because he's got a flare gun to the back of the pilot's head.
Right.
But this guy wakes up, and I do like how instead of being like, "Oh no, what's he doing?" He's an army guy or a Navy guy, so he sneaks up behind him.
Yeah.
And tries to subdue him. The other guy helps him out, and they're struggling with the flare gun. And the flare gun goes off and blows up the helicopter.
Right.
So the senator and those 4 Navy gentlemen.
Right. Stranding his assistant and the Navy guy from our time back in the past on a deserted island. So that guy, at the end of the movie, Martin Sheen comes out and gets to finally meet his boss, and it's those 2 people. It's the guys that got left behind. So that guy left. He knew. That's why he's so rich.
Everything.
He knew everything that was coming, and he capitalized on it. Yeah. And there they are, old, and they fight like Martin Sheen just saw him 20 minutes ago, but there was 40 years since for them. Yeah. And that's the whole thing is with the time travel, the little twists and everything. And I think all of it works really good. I love it.
Now, I thought a lot of this was interesting, but I didn't really enjoy the movie. Now, and
that's insane.
I am not a big fan of military movies, which is why I've put off watching things like The Hunt for Red October or Crimson Tide, is because I don't...
Have you seen Pearl Harbor?
Like...
Pearl Harbor, there's another one.
Have you seen Pearl Harbor?
No.
I saw that like 3 times.
The one with what's his name in it?
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Wow, I saw it
That was
once.
like an ROTC classic. That was an every JROTC. But
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
Randy was
movie day, boom, Pearl Harbor. You're like, all right.
Because the attack is really good. It's a Michael
No,
Bay
yeah.
movie, and
yeah.
the special effects
Well,
are
the
really
attack
good.
was
And it's literally the only
the attack
military
was a
movie.
tragedy.
Yes.
It wasn't a really good attack.
Well, it was very successful.
What got us? We were manufacturing weapons for the
Yeah.
Allies, but like after that happened, with boots
We
on
were
the
using
ground, it sucks. But that's what That's what won the war. I mean, they even knew it.
Yeah, they
No, I don't know any of the Japanese general names, but that wasn't supposed to happen that
Right.
way. And when Hitler found out about
yeah,
it,
he was mad.
he's like, "You don't. What did you do?"
Yeah.
But I did thoroughly enjoy the commentary on this because Mr. Victor, you can tell he was awe-impressed
Oh
with
yeah.
his experience on this movie. And he's like, watching it now, these look like toys. Like, watching these airplanes fly around, they look like toys. They're so small. But being there in person, these things were monsters.
Yeah.
The size of the ship, he said, just to put it in comparison, was the length of the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
It's
And the water.
it's massive. Like, this isn't, and like that's another. Like, I've never seen an aircraft carrier in person. I
Uh-huh.
don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think I ever have. And
I stayed in the Yorktown.
is
Yeah,
that an
In
aircraft
it.
carrier?
Was that an
I
aircraft
don't
carrier?
remember if it was an aircraft carrier.
Because like
Was it an airport or was it a ship?
No,
you
it was
would
an
know
aircraft
what an aircraft
carrier, but
carrier is.
it was an
They
aircraft
don't.
carrier.
You can't mistake this.
Yeah.
No,
for-
it was. But they call them like cities.
Yeah,
They are
it's
the
like
city
a
building
city,
water.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, he said this one had 3 movie theaters in it, and like 4
Yeah.
mess halls.
right.
And he's like, "Well, I think like that's kind of a little overkill." And they're like, "Well, I mean, we are sailing with about 5,000 people on
Right.
this vessel, so
Yeah.
you know,
It is a small town in the middle of the ocean
they're so
with an
big.
airport.
And like again, I just because the only real experience I've ever had with any of these are like toys.
Mm-hmm.
They don't keep the jets up there.
No,
They're in a hangar.
Yeah.
They're on these elevators, and
Yeah.
you see it all in this movie. The wings, I didn't know they fold up in a
Yeah.
certain way too. That's all really cool. The
That's really
missiles-
weird because I took all that stuff for granted when I was a kid because my dad was in the Navy.
Yeah.
On an aircraft carrier. So, like, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, the wings fold up so that they can be stored.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. It was an
drills.
aircraft carrier I stayed on.
you did.
Yeah.
Was it cool?
Yeah.
Randy was in the junior ROTC back in high school. He went on to become
An AI.
an AI. his Skynet took over his brain, and we uploaded him into the cloud. So Randy, this is why, because I'm kind of bummed that Randy didn't pick this one out, because I feel like he would have absolutely loved this.
I got it.
Felt like watching this movie and watching something like the Andromeda Strain would be like, you watch that one in science class, you watch this one in history class, you know?
Right, sure.
Like, it's not as, it's more science than it is science fiction, in my opinion. Like, everything that's going on is really happening.
Right. And they mentioned how
have a
this stuff could
mystical thing
happen
around it.
Scientifically. Yeah, all that.
Yeah,
It's not.
so it's not like Top Gun, where it's like, yeah, we're super cool, look how cool we are, everybody's wearing sunglasses.
Right.
It's all
No, it's practical.
jargon. It's like
And-
boots, like you're there with them.
The extras were all people
Crewmen.
that
They were-
yeah,
yes.
they're just guys.
And they absolutely adored everything about. There was one person who was very not on board with all of this, and that was the skipper. He's
Yeah,
the one
right,
who
yeah.
super put them on these, and you get it. I mean,
Yeah, he's
It's a
not screwing
nuclear-
around. You don't get to be the keys. Wasn't like he applied for the captain job. He's been doing it for 30 years
Yeah.
already.
he does. It's a nuclear vessel with thousands of people on it. He's in charge of every single person there, and all of these millions and millions of
Yeah.
dollars worth of equipment. So
And if something happens, he's got to be ready to go
Yeah.
right then.
it ain't like they say. Oh my God, there's so much of this. So he said you can have the what's it called, the captain's deck there, the control room, the bridge from 0800 to 010 or 1000, right? And when he said 1000, he meant packed up and out the door.
You're done now, get out.
Right. And like I said earlier, he like, if you broke curfews at all, it was reprimand. He was a very strict guy, and which is just even not condemn, but to congratulate the achievement of this movie even more is like, it doesn't feel like anything's rushed.
No, like I think this movie is concise. It's very nothing is wasted.
No,
but it does not feel rushed.
And what I mean by that is just like, they didn't have time to shoot this entire scene, so they broke up the scene in different quarters, and you can tell that like they're getting through the lines really quick because they have to go.
Right.
Everything is done really, really well, and it's edited really, 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 really well, to the point where like if you didn't know that they shot like a lot of the interior stuff in port,
right, you
would think that they
it's seamless.
The set.
Yeah,
they didn't rebuild any of these sets at all. They when they were docked, they had more room to work in, but they had nowhere to cut out walls. They had to work in the confines of stuff. And Blue Underground's David Gregory, who this is a Blue Underground release of this, and David Gregory asked him like, how would you work lighting and stuff like that, because you're in this room, like you have the fluorescents up here, and that's basically
and natural light coming in from the windows,
and it's just and miraculous how they did it. Like it was very much, everything's like a rig, like as efficient as you can, take up, put down. And then I just wrote down so many other stuff, because he did this commentary, not so much of like how we did this in this scene. It was just so like, the opening shot was shot in Florida. This is one of the few times they shot in Florida. Like everything here on land would be in Florida. Everything else is going to be somewhere else.
Right.
And stuff like that. The camera operator blew away a couple times. Like, he's just basically retelling his experience on it, and I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that is cool.
Like,
that's what you want on a commentary.
Hairs are constantly blown around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They used helicopter blades. They slowed them way down, but did that, or fans, to just have everything in motion all the time. So like, there's just a lot of stuff like that, just all over the place. They weren't allowed to use any of the ship's energy, because if something went wrong, and their engine sparked or whatever, so they brought their own generators. Everything had to be their own. It was really a different beast than what we're used to.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it makes total sense too. Like, no, you can't do like the accident that happens on it, and that was a real accident going on. And he's like, just stay out of the way. That's all, because he's not going to risk anybody's life.
No, he can't.
And he's certainly not going to be. It's not. He's got to be ready to go to war right now and get out of the way.
Exactly. When they first got there, the first night, nobody slept. None of the crew slept, because everybody was watching these planes come back. So the second day, they were all exhausted and tired, but the adrenaline kept them going. You see a lot of the cable hooks on the planes in this, which I knew about from just doing my own diving down into cool videos on YouTube. But having that knowledge before going into this movie, you get to appreciate it more. That these jet airplanes, because they have to, either you stop when you have to stop, or you try it again, they have these hooks to catch these cables.
Yeah. A tail hook, that's what it's called.
And you got 3 of them. If you miss the first one, you got 2 more chances. But if you miss that third one, you're pulling up on that throttle and you're getting off the thing.
One way or another, you're getting off it.
Yeah, or you're going to be wet. That's what he kept saying. It's like you pull up and you're going to be a wet diver. Also, things like man overboard. They would do man overboard drills all the time.
Cool.
And how they do that is they'd wait until everybody goes to bed and everything like that, so you're not expecting it.
Right.
Kidnap somebody and either hide him or put him in one of the nets, give out the call, and then each department had about 60 seconds to know who's missing.
Wow.
Or if everybody's there. And if you didn't, you're getting in trouble.
Right.
But the camera crew was kidnapped day one.
Of course. Yeah.
So they
gotta haze them.
They got to experience that. They said also like the amount of time it took from the plane to go from the hangar to the runway was again like a minute. Like it's so quick. Everything's such a machine that it's just awe-inspiring. It's impressive. Like,
and you get to see all that in the movie. It's really cool.
And again, they had 8 days to shoot this stuff, and it doesn't feel like it was just shot in 8 days. This feels like it took months of filming, and they would go out, they come back, they go out, they come back. No, it was all done basically guerrilla style.
Yeah.
Out on the boat. The senator's ship, the Gatsby.
Yeah.
There is a pretty fun story about that because that ship gets blown up.
Right.
And they had the recreation ship or whatever they were using. That's really nice and all that wood that I really liked.
Yeah, it was a nice ship.
That played it when I was out there. The guy who owned that was insanely particular about how they were using his boat.
I'm sure he was.
And didn't really like how they were doing it. It was kind of a pain in the ass about it. And then so to blow it up, they just found another one that the only function it had was its ability to float.
Right.
It couldn't run. It didn't have any power. Nothing like that at all. So they had one half of it look identical to the Gatsby.
Yeah.
And they blew that up. But again, just working within these confines because you had a $12 million budget, so you didn't have a lot of room to finagle or anything like that.
Right. To build a whole new ship or
to
boat.
Get it a second time. Everything was basically the first time.
Right.
A lot of inside the ship was done. They didn't have retakes or they would do that again. It was one and done. Yeah, they got you lying. This is how we're going to do it.
And I don't think they could have got better people.
No, they got the best people to do this.
Yeah, they're good act. Like Charlie Sheen and Kirk Douglas are legends. And it's because of this kind of stuff. They can pull it off.
Yeah. So all this stuff is all real. And it's impressive to see just how the military complex can train you into being as efficient as like a robot would be.
Right.
Like you wouldn't expect that from people, but you get it here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got all the respect in the world for everything in this, but I just couldn't get into this movie.
Man, I love the movie.
It was too military-y. The guy who said, "Can you believe it? We're at war."
Yeah.
That's the producer's kid.
Oh, okay.
Or he's the producer. That was his cameo.
Right.
But man, I don't know what it is about war movies, but I can't get into them.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of find them to be a little too boring or dry, and which sucks because there's a whole bunch of them that I do want to watch.
Like though you just mentioned two more that are damn good.
Yeah, or like The Thin Red Line. I want to watch that too. Saving Private Ryan.
American Sniper.
Let me tell you, Saving Private Ryan, the beginning of Saving Private Ryan is phenomenal, and you're exhausted at the end of it.
Full Metal Jacket doesn't count.
Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
I have seen Full Metal Jacket.
How does it not count?
Because that's
literally
a Stanley
like the
Kubrick
same.
movie.
With a real drill sergeant doing real drill sergeant stuff.
But that's Armie Hammer, and I like watching him. He's funny.
I only watched the first half.
So you haven't seen Vincent D'Onofrio go crazy?
Well, that's the end of the first half.
Yeah, I see the dude shoot the general,
Okay.
and then I stop watching that movie.
Okay.
Kind of gets boring.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. It's different. That's two entirely different movies, like
Also-
in real life.
They killed off two of the best characters. Like that they were what hooked me into it. The
Haven't seen
sergeant was
Apocalypse
awesome.
Now.
Yeah, he's the best.
And then Private Pile is awesome. Kind of fucking cool. So when they died, I was like, man. Then they're in Vietnam and it's sad. So I'm like, all right, I'm done with this.
What's so sad about Vietnam?
Did you follow the writer?
Huh?
Like the
Yeah,
journalist
right.
guy.
Yeah.
Boring.
Is that the one where they're like, well, we got to tell the American people about this? He's like, no, it's treason.
No,
That's not that one?
I don't think so.
And then we've seen,
Maybe it is.
Does the Lawyer movie count as a military movie?
A few
A Few
You can't
Good
handle
Men?
the truth.
I don't think so. I think that's a courtroom drama.
Yeah, totally.
It just has military.
Well, I
But
mean,
it
it's a
takes place
military
in the
courtroom,
military,
but still a courtroom drama.
but I just watched that not too long ago. Man, it's so good.
That's a long
that.
movie.
It is long.
Doesn't really
It is.
feel like it's long.
No, it does not.
Like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna watch this 2.5 hour, 3
Yeah,
hour movie.
probably.
And it's not that you don't feel those 2 hours go by, but you are into it.
Yeah.
Like you are eating it up.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like courtroom dramas. Weirdly, because I don't like I dread the day I get picked for jury duty.
You know, it's funny. One of Humphrey Bogart's last movies called The Caine Mutiny.
Uh-huh.
It's about the Navy. And then there's a new one, and I'm like, oh, because Kiefer Sutherland was in it, and somebody else, I can't remember.
Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland plays the Humphrey Bogart part. It was just the courtroom part.
Huh.
Because at the end of the movie, he gets court-martialed. And it was just that part, and it's not as good. The Humphrey Bogart one is awesome.
Humphrey Bogart was in a couple military movies too. Like
Yeah, he was.
I think Chain Lightning, he was an ex-fighter pilot, and
Well, yeah, lots of times those guys. Oh, Casablanca, that's what I'm thinking. But that's not really. He wasn't in the army then.
no, he's a scoundrel. In that
Yeah,
one.
he is.
He was a draft dodger or something. He left on purpose. But yeah, so in terms of military feel and vibey, I feel like it blows out of the water.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why they used it as propaganda.
I also don't really feel like it's a good time travel movie. It's much like Dial of Destiny, the Indiana Jones movie, felt more time travel-y like this, where you just kind of, I don't know, it's like you've opened up a hole to the past. Like,
Right.
It's not, which is time travel, but it's not time travel in like the mystical Doctor Who-y Bill and Ted kind of time travel. It's more like universe-y time travel. Where
Yeah,
it's
I think
like
it's
a
more like a
natural
thought experiment.
thing.
Like,
not-
what would you do? Would
Yeah.
you kill Hitler? Would you stop Pearl Harbor?
Yeah,
And that's the whole impetus of the movie.
it's like nature time travels for
Yeah,
you. Nature
right.
said you're gonna be here,
Some kind of phenomenon.
as opposed to like some mad scientist who
Yeah. Yeah.
created a wormhole and now we're gonna travel through that. So
Oh, another thing I was going to talk about with this is, you know what the Philadelphia experiment is?
not familiar with it. I probably do. Like if you were talking about it, it probably would. But
Well,
I don't
I'll
know
tell you
off the
about it
top
because
of my head.
once I was watching this time, I was like, I wonder if this was inspired by that real event of the Philadelphia experiment, because they ended up making a movie, which is a time travel movie. But yeah, the Philadelphia experiment was back in World War II. That time, excuse me, they were trying to make ships invisible, and this one ship like phases out and comes back, and like the guys are stuck in the middle of the bulkheads and stuff, and they die, and like you got a guy coming out of the wall. It's not real, and what they were really doing to make them invisible was just to make them invisible to mines.
Oh, okay.
But you
How
say
would you do that? Because
well, you're degaussing the metal of the ship, so the mines are like attracted to them, and that's how they blow up. So if they don't know you're there, you're invisible,
okay.
and you could just keep going through. That was the whole point. And then so there's a huge thing about the this one boat in Philadelphia where they were experimenting on that got dephased out of our time or whatever. And I thought that might have been the inspiration for this, but no, it was just the what would you do?
Yeah.
Would you stop Pearl Harbor or not?
You know, and I think that element of like the universe asking this general, how would you handle this?
Right.
Is kind of a cool concept and could be explored in like, I don't want to say like a sequel to this, but like something like that.
Yeah, right.
Where
Like the
somebody
Philadelphia
else
experiment.
gets zapped out of. He's walking down the street in Texas. He gets zapped out of his time.
Yep.
And now here comes JFK, and there goes Lee Harvey Oswald. You know,
Right.
like, what would you do? And because I like the idea of the
What do you mean, Lee Harvey Oswald?
we shot Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
He was working for the CIA.
He probably wasn't working for the CIA, but he didn't shoot Kennedy.
They got the whole bullet from his gun.
Pristine.
The casing and everything.
Yeah.
But what was I just saying? Like, I like it's not. It's like God asking.
Yeah,
It's-
right.
It's like
because when they
the
find
universe.
out what he would do, he's going to prevent Pearl Harbor.
He's like, okay,
They go
well,
back into their time.
Yeah,
The universe says, "Oh, well, that's
we
what
got
you're
our
gonna
answer.
do?" Yeah.
It's almost like aliens. You know, like it's an alien.
Oh, right. Like they think they're being watched as to how they're going to react to this, but they think it's Martin Sheen watching it.
Yeah.
And that looks like aliens could make a time thing, which
Zap them up.
right. And it would look like magic to us.
It would. I mean, and that's what's cool about this using science as a basis of
Yeah,
its
right.
science fiction is that it would be plausible. Like if you were to create a temporal shift, it would have a lot of energy. It would have a lot
Yeah.
of excess energy, and things would be zapping, and an EMP would go off. Your
Right.
ship's radar would stop working, and all of that stuff would most likely really happen because the amount of energy you would need to rip open a hole in the universe would be exponential. So I'm 100% on board with that. It's dry. It's a dry movie. Like
Yeah.
there's no room for like the fantastic when you have this is how the military operates.
Right. Exactly.
It's just like the Andromeda Strain. It's a very realistic movie. You don't have any of this like
Yeah, it's a realistic
evil
movie about
virus that's mutating people and now they're
Yeah.
zombies. No,
Right.
it's a scientist studying a germ, and this is how they're going to do it. And I guess I like that more than I like the military, which I don't know.
Yeah.
I just could never get into it. But I'm glad I own this, and I'm glad I watched it because it was an experience that I would recommend to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, I had
to
a good
watch this
time with it. I
movie.
like this movie. I've liked it forever.
I was just wondering, man, like how could she recommend this movie? Because it's time travel. What's going on? She couldn't even handle 12 Monkeys, and that's pretty straightforward. How can she handle this time
and
travel?
I like to bring up that when that limo pulls up at the beginning, he's on the boat right now.
Yeah.
And that's one where how can he exist at the same place at the same time? You know what I mean?
Without causing yeah. And I like how in that when he's like, he came to see you off. Like,
Yeah,
he's
right.
all shadowed and even does a wave like that, and he's just you're like, all right, so his boss is a jerk.
Right.
You know,
he's
and-
eccentric. Like nobody knows who he is and anything, but he can because at a certain point he exists at the same time that he exists.
Right.
At two
they'll
different times.
go
yeah.
along until one takes over the other.
Right.
And that's interesting too.
Yeah, it is. Because
Wonder
what
how
if
they
he
got
got
off that
into a
island.
car accident? He goes back in time, gets into a car accident that prevents his mother from going to the hospital to have him.
Right. And that's where the butterfly effect.
And the grandfather effect,
Yeah. See that time travel is a fun timey.
It is. It's just great. I love to talk about this stuff. But I like the flying and stuff is very awesome to watch. It's really cool. I like to watching it anyway. And everybody's performance is good. I like this movie. I always give
I like
it
Martin
thumbs
Sheen a
up.
lot in this too. I don't
Yeah, he's kind of subdued.
see a lot of young Martin Sheen movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
every time I see him, he's an older guy. So watching him kind of in his prime is pretty fun. You know, he's got 2 sons.
Yeah.
And one of them didn't take the Sheen name. They kept
Right.
because I had to tell somebody that. I was like, yeah, and his brother Emilio Estevez. And he's like, they're not related.
That's his real last name.
Yeah, so that's
Estevez.
Emilio kept the name.
Right.
They changed it to Sheen. That was a fun day. But overall, I would give this movie a thumbs up. Even with my disdain to the military movies,
Right.
I would say that this is a good movie to watch and something that most people would find entertaining.
Yeah. And it's so the pace is. It doesn't seem. I don't think I could say an hour and a half. Probably.
It was about an hour and 40 minutes.
It's moves right along. It's like watching a Star Trek episode.
About to get into Star Trek. Now that I've finished Stranger Things, I've got to find something
Man,
else to
Stranger
latch
Things
on.
is so good.
What?
I like Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. It was a ride, man. I'll tell you that. I had some pretty rough moments. Have you seen the trailer for season 5?
No, I
Season
haven't.
5?
I'll watch that later today.
There's a part in it, I guess spoiler, where Dustin goes to Eddie's grave
Oh, really?
and it says "burn in hell" on it. And dude, man, that's heartbreaking. Also, that bully got what he got. It. The basketball player there
Yeah.
was hunting him. He got ripped in half and disintegrated. Good for you. And that's another thing. So, like, I've been kind of watching
Hang
Stranger
on.
Things.
Stranger Things. Now that you're caught up. When David Harbour dies, that part was great.
Oh, that
And
moment.
I watched it when
As
it
it was
came
coming
on.
out.
So then they start talking about David Harbour's going to be in the next season. I'm like, that sucks. Because he had it. It was perfect.
It was the best death.
It was great. And now that character can be done with. And you know what I mean? It just makes him even cooler. Because I like that character, and I like David Harbour's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah.
And then now you got to have some convoluted BS to get him back. And I just think they shouldn't have done that. I think you got to let people go sometimes. Otherwise, the stakes are nothing.
But they were always planning on doing that, is the thing.
Well, they shouldn't have. They should have let him go.
I don't know if you watched at the finale of season 3. What? What are you laughing at?
We should call this Stranger Things with a little bit of the final countdown.
We talked about it.
no, I'm kidding.
50 minutes talking about Final Countdown.
This is just so interesting.
But listen, because I don't know if you saw the post-credit scene of the finale of season 3
I did.
shows the Russian prison,
Right. Yeah.
and they walk by him. He says, "No, not the American,
Yeah.
the other guy."
Right.
Which is already hinting at the fact that he's not dead.
Yeah.
That the Russians got him somehow. So I wasn't as upset with him still being alive.
Oh, that's right. When I was
because
watching,
they
I was like,
already set it up.
I hope they don't do that. And then they did it.
I do like.
I knew
how,
that at the end of it he was going to come back. Yeah, right. I forgot about that.
I do like how they keep him in Russia the entire time.
There's another thing, too. They would have never gotten him out of there. Ever, ever, ever. Never, never, ever. And they would still be there.
Oh, they wouldn't even have known. There were no
Yeah, and
Russian
how do you-
prison guard is gonna.
right. That's,
Why would
that's
he
what
do
I'm
that?
saying. That's way too much. You got to really suspend your disbelief to that. I don't remember how they even found out where he was, but they got to do that halfway around the world. She's not rich. Do you know what I mean?
She's
It's like
got
she's got to
some sort
get
of-
there, whatever. There's a movie called Firefox, which yes and no is a military movie because it's Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Well, so yeah.
Huh?
So then yeah, because he's a
Well, it's
military movie.
He goes to
kinda guy.
Russia to steal a experimental jet called the Firefox, and like this is real too. As soon as he gets off he's going to be a spy basically, and to go get it. But he's being followed the minute he gets off the plane. He's being followed by the KGB. Excuse me. That movie came out in the 80s. This Stranger Things takes place in the 80s. They would have never, ever been unsurveilled. Like I watched this movie about Tetris, and the guy from America who brought it to America because it's owned by everybody in the Soviet Union because they're communists. So
Yeah.
I didn't make it. We made it. You know what I mean? All that crazy crap. But he's got somebody. He had permission to go there, and the person that was kind of his concierge that showed him around, that kind of stuff, was in the KGB. And that person was with him constantly. You know what I mean? It's
The
too
Russian
much.
president now was in the KGB.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go.
But, I mean, it kind of makes sense how they did it if they didn't have the phone call. Because they sent the Russian doll, it had the murder note in it about meeting him at Enzo's. And then they call him up and they're like, hey, what's going on? And they call that prison, which you know for a fact is going to be all kinds of recorded.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Because it's a prison. You don't get to just make
Right. Our
phone
prisons
calls
do
to
that stuff.
anywhere.
You don't think a Russian
It's a
prison?
secret prison, too, that holds
Yeah.
more than one Demogorgon. But then they fly up to Alaska and then meet a smuggler. So
Yeah.
that part all made sense. And then the smuggler being the obvious traitor that he's going to be. I saw that. Everybody saw that coming.
Right.
Unfortunately.
That's okay. I don't mind that so much. That,
Yeah.
you know that's what's going to happen. It's just too much with all the other stuff.
And I think that might be why I had such a disparity with this, is because I'm watching modern sci-fi fantasy, and then I'm intercutting this with
From 1980.
80s sci-fi fantasy,
right.
and it's just, totally and drastically different.
It is different.
It's you watch this and see how you get to there, though, and that's pretty fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so if you like hearing us talk about Stranger Things, if you go on the Patreon, we'll be talking about that quite soon.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've
you mentioned
teased
that-
it already.
Yeah, right.
And I've got my Stranger Things notes. I'm wondering how we should do it. Should we do it by episode or should we do it by season?
Or
Season.
both.
Because you can do an episode breakdown. There's a lot of stuff in these episodes. But I should.
Matthew Modine, he's in the first season of Stranger Things, and he's the Joker in Full Metal Jacket.
Bet you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Because I think it'd be fun to, if you subscribe to the Patreon and watch the video, but then you also go on Netflix and we'll watch it together kind of thing. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So
Can
all
we
right,
do
pause
that?
it here. Look on your screen. When Winona Ryder's doing all this, you see this in the corner? I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Because, we don't
Can
own...
we get away with that?
Well, we don't own the rights to broadcast
Anything.
Stranger Things.
Anything.
But I do have the rights to my own thoughts and
Right.
things. So if I'm watching it, and I'm not screen sharing it, but I tell you when to start and when to stop, we are watching it together.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
It's like a watch party.
Yeah, I don't. But they do that stuff too. Like Dr. Wolfula, every Sunday has a double feature, and I think he's playing the movie and talking about it, and people are chatting the whole time. I don't know how do you do that?
Do not know, but I do know when I looked into it, how to stop being flagged
yeah,
or copyright strikes and all that stuff. The answer was get used to it because you're not gonna not be able to.
Yeah.
When YouTube was doing the whole free use stuff, remember that? When where's the free use was going around YouTube and everybody was making sign the petition, call your congressman.
right.
Back in 2017, 2016. Well, that's when all this started happening. So people aren't getting money from YouTube really anymore. They're getting money from their Patreons. They're getting money
Right.
from Honey is
That's
putting
stupid.
an ad out for you. They're
Right.
not getting paid from YouTube. The issue with us is that we're a smaller channel, so
Right.
our videos aren't really getting pushed either.
Let me tell you something I just found out today. You folks at home or wherever you're watching it, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like or make a comment. Otherwise, we don't get credit for a view.
Is
That's
that how
I
it
just
works?
found that out today driving here today. They're changing that. Yeah, if
That
you don't,
sucks.
if your show doesn't have any interaction, it doesn't get counted as a view.
Why?
I don't know.
That doesn't
and the
make
guy
any
who's
sense.
talking about it didn't know either. It's stupid. And what he was saying was, and you know what? Stop doing it to big corporate ones. Don't interact with them.
Interact with us.
Right. And that's the thing. Like the algorithm would change because the places that have already more people are going to have still more people, and the people that don't are just going to get less.
Right.
It's whatever.
Unless
But-
you want it all to be clickbaity nonsense.
Right. And you can either suck it up and swallow the ads on Spotify or get yourself a Spotify account and check us out there.
The ads on Spotify aren't even bad. I don't pay for a Spotify account.
I do.
And like,
The ads were bugging me.
what's so? Could you get ads on the show when you watch it on Spotify?
No, I pay for Spotify. I don't get
duh.
any ads.
I don't. I would watch the Joe Rogan Experience,
Yeah.
and I don't pay for anything. And his ads, he'll do his ads at the beginning, but I can skip those ads,
Yeah.
and then there's no ads.
No, but when I was listening to music, because I got it for Joe Rogan, and I don't ever hardly watch it anymore. I only listen to music, and I didn't want ads in between my songs. It was annoying me. It's not that much, because I swear to God, I would never, ever, when we had 1,200 CDs, I would never pay for this. I wouldn't get Apple something. I've got my own stuff. And it's just so convenient.
Well, and like,
But it also pissed me off too, because like a different kind of truth wasn't on there for a whole year.
it's not on Apple.
It's not. It's on Spotify now. So all these rights and all this weird crap they got.
I hate that so much.
It's just we're doing this. Do you know what I mean? If we show pictures from this or video or whatever, it's to promote it. We're
Yeah.
not stealing
I'm
anything
telling
from
you to
them.
go watch this movie.
Go watch this movie. Yeah, it's God. I can't take it.
It's dumb.
It's greed, is what it is, and I'm not going to watch your thing regardless. So if I borrow your version of it, you're not out any money because I wasn't going to pay for it anyway. I was never going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're telling people to go pay for this shit.
I didn't care for this movie,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you to go watch it.
Right.
I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm
Right.
going to keep it in case I want to watch it again.
Well, I want to borrow it sometime because I want to see it on Blu-ray.
You should. It looked great.
I don't know if it's going to look better because, boy, that was good. It was widescreen, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was HBO Max I watched it on. And it looked really great. I just have a feeling that might look a little better. And I want to see that blue swirly shit. Man, I
Good. Man, it really made the movie for me. But this episode's getting pretty long. We
Yeah.
can cut it here. So,
because we went off on a tangent, which I love.
I love it too. It's the preferred way to do it. I mean, we're just talking.
Right.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
But I've been Cheese Film.
And I'm Hecubus.
And I'm Randy Official.
And you should like this video. Follow us on every platform because we're on every platform.
Right.
At the Grindhouse Podcast, at Cheese Film. We are here. We are queer. And
We're not.
we're keeping it fresh.
We are keeping it fresh.
Cheese Film. Out.